Hey Maximizers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal. I'm a coupon strategy coach and I'm here to help you save money by shopping with a purpose. And in today's video, I'm sharing with you how I got scammed. Yes, your girl got scammed. So in my earlier video this week, I shared, and you can check it out right here, I shared the story about why I'm moving again and why I moved so much in the past 3 years. I feel like I've been moving every single year. But anywho, I shared that I'm moving. As a result of me moving, I actually got scammed. So I want to break down all the tea for you. Okay. So I started to put in inquiries. I started to search on all the websites. So I went to Trulia, I went to Zillow, apartments.com, rent.com, forrent.com. I went to all places where you can find apartments and houses. I was looking for either a townhouse or a single family home, 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, some sort of a yard space, right? A garage preferably, because I cannot wait to garage my stockpile. And I started to put in inquiries. So you see a house, you see an apartment that you're interested in, you request more information. You put your name, your email, your phone number, and someone contacts you. I had gotten text messages that said, oh, your inquiry has been confirmed and someone will reach out to you. I had people email me back like this house is taken or something happened, whatever. So I received a text message about a week after I had did a mass amount, because I was like, I need to find a house. I probably put out 10 to 15 inquiries of I'm interested, give me more information, I want to do an application. I got a message that said something like, and actually I will screenshot the message up here because I still have them. It said the location that I had been interested in has been sold or has been taken, but we have another listing around the corner. So red flag number 1 is that they did not send me a formal email. They sent me a text message. But when I tell you, I was in a frantic state of mind, oh my gosh, we need to find a house. It's almost August, right? And I wasn't thinking clearly. So I got really excited when he was like, oh, this one's taken, but I have another one. And then the price of it was $1,200 a month. And in that similar area, most of the houses were going for anywhere to $1,400 up to $1,900 a month. So that should have been red flag number 2 to me. But again, I'm so excited. I'm like, $1,200 is way less than my budget. I could definitely make this work. What are the next steps? He seemed like a really cool gentleman. I didn't speak to him. I did only text him, but I was planning on calling him. So we were texting back and forth. And he was like, well, here's the listing. You can check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. So I look at it and I was like, I really like this place. I'm going to apply for it, but for someone else takes it like the other one. I did an application on turbotenant.com. And before I did the application, I looked up to see, is TurboTenant a reputable site? And it was. Okay, but the part that I found out on the back end that was not real was this person had actually taken these pictures, taken an available listing from somewhere else, and put it into TurboTenant as if it was his place to list. So I went in there, I researched it, it said it was all good. So I paid the application fee. Thank God it was only $45. After this, I was like, well, let me know if I get approved. 2 days later, he's like, you got approved. We want to get you the house. The deposit is $1,250. The first month rent is $1,200. Red flag number 3 was that there was no pet fee. So at this point, I was getting a little excited about this house. So I started to Google housing scams. And one of the red flags is when there's no pet fee. Every single place has a pet fee. Every single place has some sort of one-time pet fee, a monthly pet rent. It's just standard in the industry. And if a landlord isn't offering a pet fee, it's probably suspicious, right? But I didn't think anything of it. I was excited to bring Orlando and not have to pay anything for him. Then comes the part where I was like, all right, I'm in Maryland. The house is in Florida. I'm not paying any more money until someone sees it. So I reached out to my friend, my old coworker. He was my work husband. He is experienced in real estate. He has a real estate license. And I said, hey, can you please go check out this house for me? Because I think it's the one, but I need someone to see it before I pay money. So he was like, sure, I can go on this day. Who's going to meet me there? I said, well, he said no one's going to meet you there. There's a lockbox. He was like, Crystal, that is a scam. And I'm like, no, don't know. He's like, if no one will show up to meet you to see the property, it is a scam. I'm like, no, don't tell me that. My hopes were I was crushed. I was devastated. There was a little inkling where I'm like, this is probably too good to be true because the price of the house was just so low. And I even asked him, after my previous coworker told me it was a scam, I said, all right, let me do a little bit more research to confirm Sammy's suspicions. So I look up the address, which I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I look up the address of the house and I copy and paste that address and I put it into like Zillow, I put it into Trulia, I put it into Google. And when the house listing comes up, it's $1,750 a month versus the $1,200 a month he told me. So I text him and I said, well, why is the house showing for $1,750 over here, but you have it for $1,200? He says, oh, when you do rent direct with the owner, it's cheaper because those property managers, they charge you more per month. And I was like, your girl got scammed. I lost out on $45 and I was really devastated. So then I text him back like, scammer. I never said I wasn't interested. He stopped texting me. He didn't call me. Oh, the other thing I forgot is once he approved me, he was like, well, what's your email so that I can send you the lease? And I said, I did the application. You have all of my information, right? So he told me that little story about, I need your email address in order to send you the lease. And I said, oh, no. He told me that. And then I reached out to my coworker and I said, I need you to see this so that I know it's real. And then that's when he told me it was a scam, of course. And it confirmed the suspicions. And when I did that address search, I was like, this isn't right. So how I really 1000% no holds bar knew it was a scam was like literally a couple days ago, I get an email and I'll pop it up here on the screen. And the email says, a listing that you requested information about was fraudulent. You probably did this on apartments.com or this or that. Basically, when you are listing a house for rent or an apartment, there's like one main site where you can go to, and then they will put it on apartments.com, Trulia, Zillow, Rent, For Rent. It'll put it out onto all the places. But it's like you posted once and it goes out to 10 places. So the main hub was like, you could have seen this listing posted on these 10 different sites. It was a scam. It was fraud. Please do not contact these people. Do not be in contact with these people. They are scammers. We have blocked them. We have removed them. We have reported all of their information so they can't post anymore on our sites until they make up a new phone number and email, right? So I was like, I went to Bay and I was like, it was really a scam. Like my coworker told me, I had a couple red flags that I probably should have followed up on. And then I get the email to confirm it. And I was like, I have to tell this story. And I'm telling this story because one, always trust your gut. When it comes to renting houses, you or someone you know, someone close to you needs to be able to see the house. Now, I'm getting another house that I have not seen yet and I have paid money for, but they are with a reputable company. So I found a reputable property management company with a physical address where I've spoke to the customer service agents, where I have spoken to the listing agents, where I have spoken to the maintenance people. Like I've called all these different people. I know they probably think I'm crazy, right? But it's a reputable company with reviews on Google, with reviews on Yelp. And I also checked with the Better Business Bureau. It is a real company and it's a multi-state company where you can look for house rentals. So I feel more comfortable. But before I pay the final amount of moving money, we are going to physically see that house. We're going to physically walk through. I'm going to touch the walls and then I will pay the rest of the money. But with it being a reputable company, if they do try to quote unquote scam me, I have all the documentation that I need in email and text form in order to at least get the deposit money that I did to like hold the place for me to get that money back, if that makes sense. So trust your gut. Do your freaking research, y'all. Always make sure you're researching the person, the company. I looked up my listing agent. He's a real estate agent. I have his real estate license number. I matched up so much his Facebook to his LinkedIn to his. I matched it because I was like, I am not going to get scammed again because I was devastated, right? And then to think that if people don't know any better, they would have sent that man $1,250 for a deposit and then showed up for a house that's not even theirs. So just be very mindful of those things. Do all your research and get someone to look at the place. Like if you're moving multi-state, even if that means you have to fly in for a weekend, look at a bunch of houses, do it to keep your butt safe. I was just like, oh, my friend's there. He said he would look for me. Cool. But it was a scam. So I pray that during your lifetime, you are not scammed. Even though it was $45, like you kind of feel violated that people are out here scamming people who really need a place to live. No one is out here inquiring about apartments or houses if they already have a place to live. There's nobody's inquiring for fun. Everyone who's truly looking for housing needs it. So the fact that people would just exploit us when we're really like desperately looking to a place, and it's expensive. I have to pay a security deposit, first month's rent, a hold fee, application fees. Like, it's thousands of dollars that we're investing to get a new place. And to be scammed out of money, my hard-earned $45, it's just so frustrating. So I pray that you're not scammed. Let me know any of your scammy stories down in the comments. I have like 1 or 2 other times in my life where I've been scammed, or someone in my family has been scammed. If you want more story times about that, let me know down in the comments. If you're like, Crystal, I love your energy and you want to save more money and be strategic about your shopping so you can follow my signature shop with a purpose method that I follow to actually find the house that I'll be moving into really, really soon, you can go to moneysavingacademy.com and let's work together. So I want to thank you guys so much for your love and support. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe out there as you're shopping, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.